Welcome back to KENSHI, my friends. Hey, thanks so much for joining me for this continued Let's Play. No matter what, Beep is always in our hearts, even if he doesn't quite understand love or females all that well. We are just outside of the hub like in last episode. By the way, I totally messed up and forgot that there is a radius around each of the existing cities that will prevent you from putting things down. And so, unfortunately, my big lovely plan of building a small little compound just at the base of the hill here is not going to work out because it is all blocked off by the city. So we are going to have to find another location for our initial outpost. Now, while I talk about that, or while we kind of find a spot for said outpost, I'm going to send our four musketeers here, Roy, Bandy, Longwell, and Sid Neal, on a small side mission. First, I have to get them to pathfind across the giant valley of death without getting bugged. There we go. Hey, who's carrying Darcha? Roy, why don't you drop Darcha and leave him here? There we go. So somebody else can come back and get Darcha. Beep, why don't you pick up your fellow Hive friend, your Hive Prince friend, and we'll continue sending everybody to the east there. So Roy, Bandy, Longwell, and Sid Neal are all going to go visit Black Desert City. They're going to get a couple of repairs on their chassis while we look for an existing city, or a place for a new city, rather, sorry. Now, somebody gave me some really good information between last episode and this episode about an outpost that is over in the Great Desert. So, there is a way station out here in the Great Desert, and the way station has just a small trader, a bar that has some beds, and also an empty or kind of a broken down watchtower that can be purchased for 20,000 or so credits. I feel like that would be an amazing spot for kind of a forward operating base. Now, I don't know if it's going to be great to start out with, because we're still really, really weak in the grand scheme of things. Also, an outpost I don't think would let us grow anything until we get hydroponics. So, for the moment, I'm going to still try to set up shop closer to this I would say lower difficulty territory between Squin and the hub, or somewhere in this general vicinity in the border zone. But for kind of an initial expansion, I think that would be a great spot to go to, because the Great Desert is in a wonderful location where there are tons of enemies around it. You've got the Iron Spiders to the west in the Badlands or the Deadlands. You've got, I think there's also the Rebel Farmers, which is kind of like a mediocre group. They're about the same skill level, I believe. They're probably between Dust Bandits and Starving Bandits. So that would be a really great little training opportunity for us as well. So that could be fun. There's also some big things down that way, and mostly just terrain that we've not come across before. Some new, a bit of a new area to look at that we can kind of not have to get tired of the same old, same old. Speaking of that, I am trying to find a place. Ooh, let's see if we can dodge these Dust Bandits before they see us. Go up on the hill. Wonderful job, guys. Everyone else, of course, everyone got stuck here. Longwell, Sid Neal, half of them are continuing to run, half of them got stuck. Can you guys just try to get across the river? And then we'll give you a longer run order after that. Wonderful, thank you. So, where are we going to put down our first base? I think I would like to stay close to Squin and the hub. And if we can, I want to have enough space for a little bit of farming. Now, again, like I said, this is going to be relatively small. Enough to just get our farming going, enough to get some research going. Gosh, I really hate to use the exact same place that I've used before, because we've built up here before. Why don't we go over to this flat area instead? It's still close to Squin, and it probably does have the same kind of terrain once we do a prospect. It's probably arid, but yet it still has some fertility to it. I think that's a merchant caravan, the nomads over there across the hill. They normally do walk in a single file line, as sand people are wont to do. Wonderful. Okay, so this spot here, what do we think? It is relatively open flat, which is not too shabby. It is kind of off a main road, so we might have some friends coming by every so often. Let's see. We have iron or anything else nearby. I don't see any right off the bat. That's copper, right? Yeah, that's copper there. Oh, and there's iron there. Okay, that's the two resources that we would need to have. Beep, why don't you do a bit of a prospect here? Some water, some basic fertility, and there's stone all over the place. Cool, this sounds like a great spot. Not exactly a great spot. Gosh, I honestly cannot wait until we have more greenery in KENSHI 2. I really hope that they're going to add that in there. What in the world did you guys get into? that you are so screwed up here. God, the pathfinding. Please, Kenshi 2, be better at pathfinding. I beg of you. All right, they should be on their way now. All they have to do is go down across the river and back up. Cool. Okay, I think they're actually fine. Let's give them a longer run command to head over to the Black Desert City. They're going to repair some of their damage. I will have them maybe go do a bit of a recon and take a look and see if they can find that way station. Meanwhile, everyone else... Oh, that's right. I forgot that everyone had the old order to mine everything. Oops, my bad. Let's see if we can cancel that. Iron resource. I'll flip through these real quick and make sure I can... they're not wasting their time doing the resources or the iron yet. Sorry about that, guys. Right. So who has all of our goodies? I think it's Armok. So we're going to put down... wow, did they go all the way back to... They did. They went all the way back to where they were. Oh, crap. And Starving Bandits, of course, just came in to interrupt us here. Let's head on down to Squin. Chewy and everybody, let's go down there and run as fast as you can, please. And we'll get taken care of in a bit. Darcha, are you back conscious yet? You are, but you've got a leg injury, so you're not really going to be able to run all that fast. That's fine. I'll have everybody go off into the Squin area. You know, as we battle alongside our Shek friends, I think I'm starting to really appreciate the Shek. You know, I mean, of course they're not perfect, like our four musketeers here, Roy, Bandy, Longwell, and Sidneil, but, you know, they've got some really nice plating. They have some defensive mechanisms on the back of their head. They're a warrior culture, and we all understand that might makes right, right? Is that how that works? Yeah. Winners always write the history books, etc., etc. But at least, you know, even though they are a bit gruff around the edges, they still are not as bad as the Holy Nation. And I feel like I would not be opposed to helping the Shek reclaim some of their former glory. So perhaps down the road, when we are in a position to help. Now, they're helping us by letting us kind of rest and be safe within their borders. Down the road, perhaps, we will give them the ultimate payback by assisting them in reconquering old Holy Nation territory. Perhaps Stack. And I feel like there might be a city here, perhaps called Bad Teeth, that could use some new management. So that could be a thing for us to focus on down the road. Perhaps there's a way to let them reclaim lands that they have lost. And perhaps they'll help us rebuild Hub into something glorious and, well, really, it has money, right? That's all we care about is someone to trade with, perhaps. All right, so we'll get back over to our... Wow, what the hell? The the goats just wrecked a bunch of starving, hungry bandits. Oh my gosh. And I've mentioned before the mod that I'm running, which makes everything tougher. And it's Stronger Enemies, I believe, is the mod name. But what it does is it makes every NPC about 1.5 to 2 times stronger than their default stats, their vanilla stats. It also makes the squad sizes possibly larger. It increases the amount of nests found in the game. So not only did I double the nests with the multiplier in the configuration, we also have the mod affecting that as well. It also will have more kind of lieutenants and bosses, like kind of stronger leaders of the different packs of enemies. So that should present a really wonderful challenge for us down the road. Roy, Bandy, you guys are still on the move, correct? You are. You're going backwards, but you're still moving, which is always a positive, I think, maybe, perhaps. Oh, God. We'll have them get reinforce that run order. Who are you? You are a wandering assassin. We are a fellow shinobi thief. Hello, friend. Hello, fellow youth. How are you? Let's go ahead and put down our shack. This seems like a relatively good spot to start a small outpost. Again, we're just trying to get the basics set up. Nothing too fancy here. Is there any spot that might be easier to build walls on? It's not like sheer cliffs. This might be the easiest spot tucked up against this cliff face, but it isn't exactly smooth. Hey, how about this intersection here? Is this considered to be a different biome? And if so... Oh, crap. I'm running right up behind some dust bandits and some goats. Maybe we could convince the goats to help us. We could ally ourselves with the mighty goat empire. Wonderful. This is in vain, is it not? Or is it still considered... No, it's still considered to be inside of border zone territory, but the terrain is different. Does that mean we actually do have a different bit of a biome here? No, it's still green and arid at the intersection here. I was kind of wondering if maybe this flatter area, it is on a slope, but it's kind of at least it's somewhat pretty, I suppose. It's got a bit of an improved look here. Do we have iron? We have iron resource up the hill. And I'm sure we have copper around here somewhere. Do we want to do this instead? It is at a pretty big intersection. I don't know if a lot of NPCs use the road anyways, as part of their default travels. Let's go back up to the flat spot. I think that's a little bit easier to build up here. That's fine. Just, I was curious if this would be considered to be a different biome. I think if we pushed all the way down, of course, into vein, it would definitely be a completely different biome, with different, oh god, with different requirements. Who are you chasing? Are you chasing Beep? You're not chasing Beep. Let's figure out who you're chasing, and maybe you can, we can have everyone go chase him. Who are you going to chase right now? Are you going to chase Jamie, all by Jamie's lonesome? Okay, so then you're going to chase Jamie, apparently, all by yourselves. Ooh, hey, who are you? This is a hungry oh crap, this is 2 hungry bandit groups. Let's get the rest of our pack out of the way. Don't think it's going to work. Maybe we can kite both of these over to the Shek guards, and we can get a pretty good little fight. I'll try to work on that here in just a second. I will spare you some of the kiting troubles. Alright, dodging groups left and right. Let's go ahead and look at putting down our small little outpost here. We're going to start off with a small shack, of course, and probably wind up doing some walls. Now, I could kind of build off of this hill, which might be the smartest thing to do for defense. That way we have one entire side of our base that we don't have to worry about, although we'd have to run the wall straight up. I don't know, maybe it'd be easier just to do a small square instead, in terms of the walls around the base. Yeah, that might actually be a little bit easier. Let's go over here, throw down our small shack. I feel like there's a lot of enemies who are coming this way, by the way, so we're probably going to have quite a few fights between now and when we get the base set up. So don't be surprised if I have to wind up doing a lot of running back and forth away from enemies and dodging big groups. Now, we will, of course, fight in some instances, but by and large, until I have at least until I have beds to recuperate in, I'm probably going to be avoiding some fights, because the recovery time is kind of brutal, especially if we're not in a nice, cozy beds. Let's get... What else did I want to put down? We have to put down the stone processor, the stone mine, rather. 6790. Okay, cool. So there's a mine really, really close by. We'll put down the stone processor near that. I'm not really going for anything too far away. Remember, like I said, everything's going to be nice and tucked into a small outpost. We're going to try to have everything nice and tight, maybe one more building, and we're going to wall it all off in order to have our defenses. Not like last time in the famed episode 13, where it took me 1,000 years to put walls up, and we got absolutely shredded by raptors left and right. All right, we've got our first small shack constructed. Let's get Turnby inside so we can get the interior, and we'll throw down the small research bench. I think we've got some books too, didn't we have? Yeah, Armok should have grabbed at least a couple of books, so she'll build those in here in just a minute. Friends, are you guys gonna just come right into my base, Guru? Lovely. Meanwhile, Armok is finishing up with the construction. Let's go ahead and drop off some of the books we have in our inventory. Oh no, there they are. Oh, I freaked out for a second. I thought I didn't have them. You require 3 building material. Of course, I built everything backwards, so I didn't have enough building material. Machui, my good friend Machui, you've got space. Why don't you head on down to Squin and grab just a couple more building materials for our mine. Who's going to be our sciencey person temporarily? Does anyone actually have some science skill? There was somebody we talked to way back in the day, but I don't think they weren't really all that sciencey. Who gets a bonus to science, by the way? Obviously, it wouldn't be Shek. Does Darcha and Beep could get a bonus, right? Do humans get a bonus too? Yeah, the humans get a bonus as well. Let's go ahead. You know what? I feel like Beep has so many great ideas. He's all around kind of the Renaissance Beepian. He's the Renaissance man / hiver. So why not have Beep do a little bit of research for us too? Let me clear out a couple of these old orders. We'll give you the medic job and the research bench. So, in the tech tree, we're going to go for a couple things right off of... Oh, you weren't supposed to see that. We are going to go for a couple things right out of the gate. And we're going to look for... No one saw anything at all. Iron plate production, so we can make our own iron plates. We'll get the standard storage boxes for farming, ores, and things like that, and building materials. Those are all like single books, right? So it's not exactly too terribly expensive nodes. Oh, this is a shopkeeper node. Interesting. Must be for another dummy or another mod that I've got. I was looking at dummy. Beyond that, we're going to have to get into some farming. So we're going to have to grab 2 wheat straw to get things started, or 12, because we need 2 for research and 10 for that initial farm. So wheat straw, and I'd like to get into the hemp, right? What do we use for... Oh, we need cotton. Okay, we're going to need cotton in order to make some of our fabrics. Can we grow cotton in arid conditions, or is that hemp? I think actually cotton does grow in arid. It's been a minute. We'll take a look. So farming wise, let's go grab some of those materials. And fabric gear, fabric manufacturer. We'll throw that in there too. Remember, what I'm trying to do is just get we're trying to get enough stuff for just and I guess the walls too, right? We need to have makeshift walls here, but we want to have enough for beds. So we'll need like a small house would give us room to work in. Level 2, maybe. Do we have everything else we need before we go to level 2? All right, I think that's going to do it. Let's go ahead and go level 2. Oh, let's save the books for level 2. We won't go there just yet. Right, so Machui, you're off going into town. Who else has a backpack? I think the robots do. Did anyone else that is not a robot have a backpack? Other than Armok. I think Armok was the only one. So Machui, while you're down there, why don't you see if you can pick up a backpack along with other materials? I might send you over into Holy Nation territory to some of the farms. The farms, I mean, they can't tell a filthy skeleton servant like us to compare to a Holy Nation Empire person, so they shouldn't be able to really tell A from B. Now, I think we are going to need a trader's backpack to go get the food. You know what? Let's do this instead. We'll send Armok to go get the food, because she has the trader's backpack, and we're really not using her for much right now. Let's grab... We've got still 40,000 cats. Let's grab a couple more books, just in case we want to use them. I'm going to pick up just a few more medkits in case we need them, since I'm right here. And you didn't quite have... Did I even look? Hang on. That's the adventure trader. Where is the... I thought at least they had a material trader. Do they not have a material trader here? Apparently not. I think I got super confused about what check... Oh, there it is right there. Yeah, they do have a general trading outpost. I thought they did. Okay. You should have a couple of building materials in here, friend. Friend check. Check friend? BFS? Best friend check? I have no idea. Wait, what the hell? Where is the... Oh, the shopkeeper's taking it easy away from his desk. It's been a tough day. I understand the need to just sit down sometimes and chill out. Okay, we only needed 2 building materials. Hey, what did you have for food there? I saw a couple things. You only have 8 wheat straw and 8 cotton, so we would be short no matter what if we were to sell or to buy things from you. So we'll send Machui back up to our friends. Lovely. And we're going to send Armok off into the distance. Now, you've got a little bit of stuff already in your inventory. Can I drop this anywhere? Do we have the ability to build like a basic storage thing yet, or no? Not quite. Let's do... Oh, hey, did Roy and everybody make it over to... Oh, God. Oh, that's terrifying. I thought they were right next to an active robot. They made it over to the robots area, or to Black Desert City. Let's get them inside before I forget about it. And we'll get Armok on her way in just a minute. Maybe we'll let Beep do some research and try to get the storage all up and running. We can store some of our iron plates. So let's go ahead and have our friends rest up in the skeleton beds. 200 cats for a bed rental is kind of expensive, but it is worth it. Look how fast everything repairs, though. It is so crazy when the skeletons get all fixed up. By the way, I did reread some of my mods, and one of the mods I kind of misunderstood, or I got it a little bit mixed up with another mod. In order to reprogram a skeleton that we capture, we would have to have an AI core. So that will be very, very expensive, as opposed to this book that we were given, a skeleton reset guide. That's actually for something perhaps a little different. And we might get into that a bit later on. But yeah, long term, we would need to have an AI core in order to... yes, we have imported the game again, so he's going to give us another reset guide. Lovely. We would need to have a AI core in order to make a new skeleton out of, say someone we happen to capture. So I feel like that's a really good trade-off. That doesn't seem to be broken or anything like that at all. It seems to be really fair, excuse me, because AI cores are hard to come by. Now, apparently, one of the mods I have that makes enemies tougher, the one that was stronger squads, they will... Oh, of course, we already have a bandit raid. Lovely. They will... What the hell? Is Sidneil stuck? Oh, he is stuck. They will occasionally drop an AI core, the other skeleton spiderlings and stuff like that. So the enemy skeletons, the spiders and things like that, there are some tougher versions of them that will have the AI cores. So we can get more AI cores, I think, than we normally, would be able to, but they are supposed to be really, really tough. I'm really trying to keep the balance in our playthrough. I mean, once we get really high martial arts, we're going to be very, very strong, but we still are going to be, somewhat susceptible to damage. So we do have to be a bit careful. All right, Machui, why don't you add the parts to our iron mine? Where is our bandit raid coming from? Apparently 10,000 miles away. What in the world? Oh, there they are. They're all the way over at the unknown tower, which means they're going to come in from the north. We could try to intercept them in the hub if they come all the way through. It really depends on their path. But if we aggress them inside of the hub, that might start a pretty big brawl. Because I really do want to... We're getting chased by something, probably skeletons, spider robots down there in the Black Desert City area. So we'll keep everybody together for a minute. We will start doing some mining. So turn B, you're pretty strong. Let's go ahead and have you starting doing some smacking. We have, what, 3? Yeah, we have 3 spots available. Oh, it's been so long since I've started doing chores. Let's get our good friend Armok to trade some of her iron plates away. There we go. So she's nice and empty. Let's go ahead and have her head over to, or toward, the Holy Nation territory. There's some holy mines and, of course, holy farms up along the main road. So we'll have her head that way in the hopes of finding some wheat straw and some cotton, which shouldn't be too challenging. And she can also probably pick up whatever she's missing over in Stack. So we will let her take care of that. Beep is researching. Sidneil is getting attacked or running away. Whatever floats his boat. Run, Sidneil, run, my friend. You are like the wind. You're not quite like Beep, but you know what? Perhaps one day you can be. We are getting into the Grey Desert now. So I think we'll keep the camera. Let's see, where was our raiding party? They're just getting to the valley. You know what? I really do like the idea of maybe trying to intercept this group in the hub. Let's go ahead and send our main group to the hub. Everybody who's at our little outpost. I haven't even figured out what to name our outpost yet, but we'll send them over that way. Armok is heading towards Holy Nation territory, and the 4 Musketeers are heading deeper into the Great Desert. So we're aware... oh, are you a skimmer? You are a skimmer. Okay, so we can have skimmers here. I think we'll also experience bone dogs and the rebel farmers, as well as, I'm sure, some other terrifying enemies of the state. Right, there's the way station. Way station 4 is over in the distance on the hill. I think that's the way station we're talking about. The one that's going to have some items for sale, or some the location for sale, as well as a bed, or an inn with beds and whatnot. Okay, cool. So, hello, friends. How are you? We are the Binary Legion. I don't know if you've heard of us yet. If not yet, you will one day. You are all tech hunters, okay? I like this little outpost. It's nice. It's got a little bit of a power supply here. This is the watchtower that's for sale, sure enough, for 21,000 cats. Lovely. You also have just a general inn with a bunch of beds in it. No one can afford anything. You're all broke. Terribly sad day. It's got a lot of beds here, so that wouldn't be bad to do a bit of healing, of course, until we get our beds up. I think this would be a great forward outpost, though. I mean, if we had the technology, if we brought fabrics, if we had the technology for, beds, we could bring our own beds and whatnot all the way out here. We could bring, some food as well. And this could be our forward outpost to just go out and fight. And we could go from here. We could go off into the Great Desert. What the world? Who are you? And why are you running so quickly to us? Are you our actual allies? What is this? What are these green dots here? I think it's these guys that are part of this, the Drifter group. That's so weird. We don't have any allies yet, do we? Hang on. How do we find... What in the world? Base defense... Oh, the Drifters! Remember, these were the guys that said, hey, I think it was, wasn't it? We encountered someone in the desert that said, you shouldn't be alone. We'll help you. I don't know what they're doing. Are they coming to visit us? I mean, if so, we should probably bring them back to our main base, but I don't think we're going to get there in time to protect against the raid. But still, that's pretty interesting to find. Ooh, the enemy is actually going right up the hub. This is going to be really good. Well, either really good or really bad for us, but at least we'll have some guards to help us out. Are you guys actually going to defend us? I'm so confused about why they're here, but maybe we had to trigger them based on a distance thing. Either way, let's have the rest of the crew in the hub, see if we can spot our incoming raiding party. They should just be down the hill. I think they're going to be coming straight up through here. So, if we do this, there might be more than we can handle. Now, we've got both the hub guards in the bar, and we also have our shinobi tower as a last-ditch defense. So I think what we're going to try to do is bring them into the base if we can. We might have to go outside. Are they coming directly up this road? In theory, they should, I think. They should be heading this way. Armok, are you into Holy Nation territory? You're kind of on your way and still going. Okay, I'll tell you what. So I don't have to worry about you. Can you go visit Stack for me, please? Let's go send you to Stack. I don't want to have to micromanage you running away from a bunch of bone dogs. Okay, cool. So you're going to be safe. Right, here comes the big moment. So they're going to go around the top north area in front of the hub. Really, the question is, how many are there? How many raiders are there for this group? Because we do have the mod that increases the squad size. Oh, God. Are they right behind me? What the hell? Oh, they're right here. Hi, friends. Hello. How are you? Oh, no, they're a bunch of ninjas. They're the Black Dragon ninjas. Oh, this could be very, very interesting. Well, they're not going to go through hub, it looks like. But we can, I think, start to pull them. Do any of them have bows, number one? No. Oh, this would be very lucrative if we can kill some of these guys. Right, let's see if we can attack them. We're only pulling a couple. Yeah, there we go. Okay, they all... Oh, no, run, guys, run. Machui, you're going to, like, eat it early on. Right, we've intercepted their pack. That's step one. Okay, cool. Now, the problem is, I don't know if the hub guards are going to be hostile to them yet. I think the Shinobi Thieves will help us, but I don't know if these guards will. Okay, they got a little bit bugged coming inside. Let's see if we can go into the bar, and if the bar guards will kind of freak out a bit. That'll be at least some enemies who will get distracted. Oh, it doesn't look good so far. Hey, guys, how do you feel about Black Desert Ninjas? Oh, no. Oh, no. Apparently, they don't care. All right, everybody run out. Luckily, we were able to lose them in the hubbub. Okay, let's head over to our Shinobi Thieves Tower. Wow, if the Shinobi Thieves can't help us, I don't know what we're going to do here. Oh, the whole pack is ahead of us. Oh, no. Run, guys, run. Come on. Up the hill. Between the crumble buildings. Crumble John between the crumble buildings. Okay, are you fighting? Was that one of our guards helping? Or, no, he literally just ran through the pack. Wonderful. We might have to make a last stand here, guys. I don't know if there's much else we can do. Now, hopefully they won't kill us, but I don't know what kind of options we have. Okay, they are going to come help. Static guard. I think they're helping. Oh, no, they're not helping. You guys... Our guards are not going to help at all. Oh, no. Well, okay. Armok is by herself, right? That's a good thing. So Armok is kind of on her own, which means that she could come res us if need be. The guards don't seem... Oh, the guards will heal us, too. Okay, that's not horrible, then. How bad is the damage here? Oh, my God. Machui, super stabbed in his chest. Stevie's losing a lot of blood. Turnby's losing... Oh, my God, the blood loss is outstanding. Okay, I think if we go down, though, they're going to medic us back up. I'm hoping. Oh, we got smashed here. Hardcore. Is anyone going to die right out of the gate? I don't think so. They're getting us mediced up as quick as they can. Okay, so it did help to kind of be in the building, but they only have one medic. Haven't you guys heard that it's better to make everybody a medic? Gosh. Okay, well, that was not great. So we got completely trashed by... the Black Dragon Ninjas, which means they're going to continue their way over to our base. Not that there's anyone there. Everyone has already left the outpost. All right, well, that was sad. Let's double check that we are getting healed up. No matter what, we really can't do much about it anyways. We're going to have to wait for the hospitality of our friends here to help us. Turnby's still dying. Someone needs to get over to Turnby quickly. They're working on Machui now. Machui is just about all set. Oh, no, please stay healing. Please heal us. Okay, thank you so much. Beep has a pretty nasty chest wound. He will die around, I think it's like 100, hopefully. They are patching up Turnby now. Wonderful. Machui and Darcha are safe. Stevie's okay. Crumblejohn is not in bad shape. Jamie is okay. We really need to get Beep treated here sooner than later. But we're all kind of in the same little spot. All right. Whew. I don't want to call it a victory yet. I'm going to fast forward just a bit. There's not much I can do anyways other than wait for them to patch people up. Can somebody please work on Beep soon? Guys, can we work on this handsome gentleman here? My sweet medic friends? Any moment now. Any moment you guys are going to see the light and work on Beep. Oh no, Crumblejohn's still in bad shape too. Oh, Darcha's up. Darcha, you've been unconscious for so long. Do you have any medkits? No. Beep has a medkit, Darcha. Go ahead and grab the medkit and immediately start tending to your Hiver friend. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, so I think he's going to patch up the chest wound. Oh, that's so bad. That's such a bad chest wound. Turnby's okay. Stevie's okay. And Crumblejohn is not as bad as Beep is. Please stop the chest wound. I think it's going to stop right about here. Like, I feel like Beep his entire innards are like out on the ground right now, is how bad he is. Okay, he's good. Let's go ahead and treat who else was it? It was Crumblejohn that was injured here? Yeah, Crumblejohn. Let's treat Crumblejohn as well to make sure his chest injury doesn't get any worse. Ooh, wow. Okay, a little closer than I hoped. But none of the guards decided to help us out, which was a bit unfortunate. So I think we're going to have to go the tried and true method of running over to Squin in the future. And I think it's a matter of what faction, like how the factions treat each other, right? Like if the Dust Bandits raid us, well, we can run to Squin and they'll fight because I'm pretty sure the Dust Bandits and Squin are always hostile. But I don't know if Squin has any negative faction standings with those Black Desert Ninjas. So I'm not sure if that would really make much of a difference. All right, at least if nothing else, we are in a friendly spot right now. We can go ahead and recover. It's probably going to take a long time for us to recover from this ambush. So not really even an ambush. It was just a poor tactical decision on my part. We'll let Darcher go ahead and heal up our allies. I think I'm going to go ahead and have Roy, Bandy, Longwell, and Sidneal head back home. They did their bit of a scout, which is exactly what we wanted them to do. This does, in fact, look like a great place to set up a forward outpost. So, hey, do you have any stuff to trade? Ooh, you do. Why don't I take some of the burden perhaps off Armok, and you can sell some of your leathers. Oh, we got a lot of leather to sell. You guys can have more leather than you've ever had in your entire life. Wonderful. Leather, we'll keep the meat for our human friends who actually need to consume things. So that's plenty of wheat straw, and actually it's enough cotton to get everything going. So why don't I just go ahead and have... Oh, they don't have a trader backpack. I'm so silly. Let's not do that then. Let's grab a couple of robotic repair kits, basic furniture. Sure, we'll grab some basic furniture. Why not? That sounds like a great plan. Otherwise, I'll go ahead and send our crew back home. I'll grab a couple of books for fun and send the 4 Musketeers back towards home. And at the moment, I think I'm just going to have them try to go over near... The hardest part is getting them across this silly, the grassy area here, the valley, because they always get, problems with pathfinding. So I'll send them on their way. I'll have Armok pick up all the goods we need here in Stack, and then I think that's going to be it for this episode. We will probably spend a lot of time between episodes recuperating, and once everyone's back up and running, I will get them back to the base. But Armok, if you could grab as much wheat straw as you can, as much cotton. Honestly, the fabrics are kind of cheap. Let's grab fabrics ahead of time, too, in order to possibly do some, to kind of put down beds without having to wait for that technology to come through, right? We would be able to just immediately make beds as soon as we learn how to make beds. So we have what we need almost. I just need a couple more items here. Shoot, I forgot wheat straw won't stack that much. Let's see if anyone else... There's another trader in the same spot, right? Somewhere over here. That's the adventure trader, and over here I think is the, the construction trader. Right. I think this is going to be it, friends. We are safe and sound. Darch is going to haul people up and down the... Oh, actually, I think I can do rescue. And he might put people in beds. Yeah, he'll do that automatically. He's going to go up and down the stairs, putting people into beds and getting them recovered as much as possible. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I look forward to seeing you again next time. And I will probably send Armok on her way out to the Holy Farm in order to get more goods. Ooh, maybe we'll get an animal. Do you guys think it's about time to pick up a little, an animal companion or two? That might not be bad. That might top off the squad. Just exactly what we need. I think we need a mascot. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling a mascot coming our way. Thanks so much, friends. I will see you next time. Until then, take care.